All right, and we are back at it again, this time with some more Hell Clock. So let's get into it. Finishes loading in. There we go. So worked on a physical plague build. We are on Act 3. We got pretty far. There's just a steep challenge curve at the end. After, maybe not the end. I think there's 30 floors, so maybe after the 15th or 20th floor, it gets crazy hard. Like the enemies are just bullet sponges. Definitely changed some things around. Apparently my guys catching people on fire. I don't remember what I did there. My bell also summons a 5th guy, which is helpful. And I also summon guns, which cause physical damage. My goal here now is, because it is Hell Clock and we are fighting against the clock. Oh, I missed a shrine. There we go. The goal is to get to the next levels as quickly as possible, preferably to find a red portal. I didn't even get 600 coins. Should probably pick up some items. You know, it's a little bit of a waste of time, but need some trinkets to improve your abilities. Trinket of power. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go move speed. Gotta beat that clock. Here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Hopefully it gets us near the first boss. Perfect. Okay. Though we're missing out on some level upgrades by skipping the whole level, we are saving 3 or 4 minutes on the clock, which we are going to need. See, cartridge cooldown, increases critical damage. It's gonna do damage. Let's see. Wait, did I already beat? No, I was gonna say I didn't beat the boss. What's the difference here? Skill mana cost, a little bit more mana. Cooldown speed's quicker. Skill mana cost. I'm gonna stick with the mana cost. Alright, key is how quickly can we beat this boss? That's a good sign. That was nice and fast. Hidden marksman shots bounce 4 times. Ooh, that is what I'm using. That would be useful in the future. Special knives, hitting enemies with shadow. I'm gonna go with that. It costs minus 10%. Dash speed plus 25. The mana cost of that. Extreme prejudice. Do we skip again? Let's jump again. But now we're going to take our time in these areas to level up a little bit, gather more items. Okay. So this build, or this game I should say, is less like, I mean, it is kind of a Hades, like you're going area to area, there's a boss at the end. At the end of each area, you're getting an upgrade of some sort, or you're offered to buy an upgrade of some sort. The difference here is you are fighting more of the clock and creating more of a build. And the better the build, the quicker you get through each area. So I actually had to completely revamp my build. I was using an all like plague fire build, and I switched it to physical because I just had the right items for that, and it made all the difference. We'll do attack speed. Since I skipped a bunch there at the beginning, oh, this guy's a little bit tougher. There we go. Okay, got him. Wasn't too bad. I can now take my time going through these levels. Take a little bit more time, I should say. To pick up trinkets. Level up. Get gold. Hit shrines. Alright. Life, mana, do physical damage, since that's what I'm all about. This guy used to give me a ton of trouble because his shield really does block anything, or like reduces damage a lot. Before I switched to this build where I summon guys who should hit him from behind, it'd take me like 15 minutes to beat him. You also notice the clock freezes when you're fighting a boss. If it didn't, you would always die to the clock within like the first couple bosses, because the bosses take forever to beat sometimes. That's the quickest kill yet on him, so far looking good. Repair Vengeance, active effect. Marksman skills gain 100% projectile amount. Cast lasso and critical damage. Holy Rosary is cast from active summons instead. New base damage 9%. We'll do that because I'm kind of have a summoning build going. Let's see. I'm just going to keep boosting the Catholic Guard. That's what I'm using the most at the moment. I hate this part because you're just kind of stuck fighting in the train. And you're kind of locked out of moving on until you beat the enemies. So it really limits your like time. Alright. One room down. What do we got here? Stunning exalted relic of precision. Stun build up rate. 77 summon damage. I'm assuming that's what my guys are, and the gun I summoned too, so. Okay. 10% physical resistance, 5.7% physical, 8%. I'm going to stick with my current one. We're making some good time. Shock status, converts military to physical damage. Pick up that unique. Not to get hit by those purple balls. Move speed, attack speed. Let's see. I'm gonna do attack speed, I guess. Like I'm fairly fast. Ish. And this boss is also very annoying. He's invincible at the moment. Okay. Oop. Invincible again. Then he starts doing this poison stuff, which is real annoying. Wow. Like no place there that was clear. Ugh. Come on, nice. Whew. Close. Oh, I forgot I have potions I can use. Okay, that gave me some time back. It's burning shackles. That's new. Vader's lash consume ignite on monsters. It deals 5.25%. Passage leaves a plague damage area when it ends. Passage takes your summons along with you. Huh. I'm just gonna keep upping the Catholic Guard damage. This is when it starts getting like annoyingly difficult. Like the enemies just will not die. Oh shoot, I did not mean to hit the cursed shrine. Keep doing that. I guess I could just run away, but just kind of want to see how strong this build is. Whoa, where'd these worms come from? got rid of that. Snag that one, I guess. There should be one more. There we go. Oh, we got a boss one here. Mini boss. Oh, stupid purple balls. Need to get rid of this guy's shield. Where'd he go? He's not dead. There we go. This is taking way too much of my time. Maybe I'll get something good for a future run, though. Nope, just some meta progression items. Oh, you get constellation points. That is huge, actually. Those are super helpful in just overall leveling progression from run to run. That is meta progression. Yeah. That did waste a lot of time, though. Yeah, at least I'm able to take these guys out now. Before I wasn't able to do that. These big hunks of meat used to take forever. So my build is getting there. Okay, what do I want? I don't have enough for that. Bleed chance, physical. Heck yeah. All my stuff is physical. Why not increase that? And it costs minus 15. I have tons of mana, I feel like, so. I also waste time. Make some gold. I don't need that potion. I have more than enough. Shrine of Aptitude, okay. Alright. Probably wasting way too much time going to these side areas. I have 3 minutes left. No, there's nothing back there. Just gonna skip that. We got a little boss over here. There he is. I want to take him out. Alright. Another boss, and do we have time for it though? That's not too bad. He's down pretty quick. Okay. And I leveled, so that was worth it. I'm gonna redraw that for sure. There we go. Whoop. Bleed damage plus 30%. Oop. Trying to power. Heck yeah. I might start moving a little bit quicker. Redraw that. Come on, something useful. Ugh. Alright. See if I have time to get to this chest. So there's another chest this way. I'm just gonna snag that real quick. Not even worry about these enemies. Just get on out of here. Ugh, that would have been nice. Critical chance plus 3% it is. Alright, boss area. I believe I beat this boss before, but after that is when, yeah, floor 17 is when things started to get crazy with enemies just being like straight up bullet sponges. So I need to cleanse more shrines. Get some the constellation upgrades, which I'll show at the end of this run. I'll show you what the upgrades look like if you've never seen this game before. This is, I mean, if you haven't seen this game before, this is nearing, I think, the final act. So a little bit of spoilers. Plus also most of the game is not in a subway or on train cars. This had like a weird jump to the future twist. Most of it is in like desert area. I'm putting bleed, fire, and plague on him. This is going much better than the last time I fought him as well. Alright. 827 life for 28 conversion decay resistance. I'm gonna stick with the extra life. Oh boy, I'm almost dead too. Was not paying attention. Where's the exit? There we go. Alright, see how much of sponges these guys are. Not too bad. The worms are annoying. They're not going down. Shrine of Learning. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to power through these guys. Don't think I'm gonna make it to the next boss before we're on 17. I think it gets to 30. But taking out the little guys isn't bad. It's the worms that's starting to get rough. Took out 2 of them. Let's see. There we go. Well, that was a waste of a good minute. Let's see if we can at least get through this level. "30 seconds. Think we can run through this one." Oh, trying to speed, that'll help. Let's see. Physical resistance. Life, endurance. I'll snag the... Sure. Alright. 5 seconds left. And ran out of time. Farthest I've gotten. Some useful items, some not useful items. I think the most useful is going to be this. Phantom Marksman shots bounce 4 times. Let's see. Summon damage will be huge. Alright, I'll show you a little bit how the progression works. Took me a minute to wrap my head around it. So there's always like a mini store here. You can buy your equipment. Sometimes there's a weapon, and usually it's at least 1 tier above. I don't know if tier 6 is just the max, because I am on, I believe, the final act. So I haven't seen anything better than what I've than tier 6, so there's usually nothing left for me to buy there. This is where your old stuff goes. You can recycle it. I've recycled anything that... Well, I didn't recycle that one. Anything tier 3 and below, I believe I've been recycling. Those are all... Recycle some tier 4 things too. Okay. These are your skills. I have yet to try a majority of these because I kind of, well, it depends on your build. And this is your reliquaries. And you have 3 pages. Oops. It's easier to use the mouse and keyboard at this part. 3 pages, and you can actually unlock more pages. But you see my physical resistance, 15%. But then you can also see, because of these relics, my fire damage is under 30. My physical damage, so this is primarily a physical damage build. It's 257%. And my plague, that was the bell I was dropping, that's 140. So really just trying to find anything here that has like plague damage, like that one's got plague damage, but also mainly anything that increases physical damage. So summoning grand relic plus 44% physical damage. This is going to be huge because it increases my summon damage, which those are the guys I was summoning, and I believe the gun, as well as their physical damage. So it's actually, let's check it out. Yep, that's a summon. That's a summon, and they're both physical damage. Perfect. So I want to pull something out that's useless. Plague damage, physical resistance. Plague damage. Do like the plague damage, but Oh, it actually spawns 2 of those spirits then. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that. Leave that. And move this over, throw that in. That should crazy help my build. This might, marksman shooting bounce 4 times might help, but I don't currently have a place to put it. So yeah, a lot of this game is really creating a build with your inventory items. And then that I got a couple there. I have 9 available points. Jeez. Okay. But another thing is working towards a size upgrade, which is definitely what I want to do. I don't think I'll have enough points to actually get there. Oh, no, I need to, almost there. Alright, one more run, I'll have another inventory space to better enhance my build. Then I will work towards this one over here. Then there's one down at the very bottom. So what I'm aiming for first, the more space you have in your inventory or for reliquaries, the better the build you can create. And last but not least is the constellations, which I actually have 2 points because I went through and defeated that cursed shrine. The question is, which ones do physical damage? Plague damage, I've already invested in. I need to find physical. This is physical damage. Okay, this looks promising. No. So that is physical damage based. Ah, okay. But is it the best physical damage based one? Evasion. Actually, I think you can search for a tag. So if I type in physical. Oh, no. Does that work? Okay, pH. Physical. Because there's a lot. Alright. Damage bonuses to plague damage. So converting everything to plague. That's insane. Okay. So I could just do a physical build that literally changes everything to plague. So it'd be an all plague build. Okay. Physical damage plus 20%. Okay, so it looks like I already invested in that. Plague damage. Evasion. Okay. What else has physical? Physical damage, okay. So we could start there, I think. Oh, and I can also just pump this up more. It's 1 out of 5. So I can just do, can I add another one here? I guess not. Oh no, for the whole thing it's 1 out of 5. Got it. For the whole constellation. So I think I have to do that one first. Then I can do physical. Okay. Resistances. Physical damage is already built up. Let's see. I already looked at that one. Shadow Dash. Nope. Physical damage plus 8. I'd rather get that 20% one. Physical damage to fire conversion. That's interesting. Physical resistance. Okay. I think I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. There we go. Another 20% physical damage. So this build should be building pretty good. Well, that is it for Hell Clock. I'm going to jump into another game. But till next time, I'll check y'all later.